Peace. Peace. This is Bastard Browse. Bastard Browse. Built in the mind. Built in the mind. Live in the math. Live in the math. Speak in the red. Speak in the red. Let's build the cycle. The cycle.
The cycle. Peace. Peace. Peace to all human families of the planet Earth. Peace to a lost 5% nation. You are now entering Build the Cipher with your host, Master Browsey. We're on episode 29. This title, Why Are You So Successful in All of Your Undertakings, all of your understanding, right? The theme, success is not luck. It's the alignment of knowledge, discipline, and consistent application, right? You have to be consistent to be successful, brother. You know what I mean? Let's go on to the first topic. Knowledge of self, the root of success, right? Success starts with self-awareness, knowing who you are and what you stand on, right? That's very important information, knowing who you are and what you stand on. Because even in success, you have principles that you have to stand on, right? When you know your strengths, your weaknesses, and purpose, undertakings are guided by clarity. Your understanding now is guided by clarity, right? Without the knowledge of success, success is temporary. You can gain, yet you can't maintain it, right? You can gain it, but if you don't know what to do with this knowledge that you have, and you're not making it useful, then you don't know how to maintain and make it grow and have growth and development. You will stand still at where you at with no movement because you don't know what to do next, right? Sometimes when you are building on your success, you have to know your strengths and you have to know your weaknesses. Like, we're not talking about, the weak. I don't want nobody getting, I'm a weak man. Nobody's calling you a weak man. But sometimes weaknesses is you might want to strengthen up the way you speak. You might say, I want to learn how to type. Let me strengthen up the way I type. You know what I'm saying? Your weakness is that you may not know how to publicly speak good, and you want to strengthen that. These are strengthening the weaknesses that you want to make more better in your growth and development in life. You know what I mean? Topic 2, discipline, the engine of achievement, right? Success isn't one big move, right? It's repeated small moves with consistency. Sometimes people say, you don't need to take long steps. You don't need to run. Small steps in consistency, making sure that you can touch the dots, put everything in its proper order before you move on to your next step. It's a way to be successful in life. If you start jumping here to here, you get distracted and lose sight of what you try to be successful in, right? Discipline is the proof of your knowledge. Because when you have knowledge yourself, you are disciplined in the things that you stand on. You don't allow outside things to come and distract you from trying to be successful. No, that's objects, people, places, things. You allow nothing to come and distract you from your discipline and your principles of who you are as a man, as a woman. You have to stand on these and be strong of what you think is going to help you to be successful in life, right? The world sees success You know it's built on sacrifice, routine, and order, right? These are the things that success are rooted in. Sacrifice, you may have to give up some things for your success. You may have to change the way you think, the way you move, the people that you hang around. This is sacrifice so you can be successful in all of your undertakings. You have to remove that which is not wanted. Border things off. Take it out of the content that is not needed in your life, right? That's sacrifice. It takes a routine, consistently, giving up every day, every morning at 6, 7 o'clock to start in your day and preparing to be successful, right? Going through your days and applying what makes works for you to become successful in your life. That's motivation and activation. You have to be motivated and you have to put activation into your wisdom for it to be born alive, right? That's wisdom born, right? In supreme mathematics, wisdom born is making that wisdom be activated, move in a certain accord, and born and alive. Not always time with the other people. Sometimes it has to be born alive within yourself before you can born it to somebody else. You can't reveal something to somebody else if you ain't reveal it to yourself first. It starts with you. Success starts with you. Wanting to be successful in life, you know what I mean? And order. Order is putting things in their proper perspective. And in order, just like those A, B, C, D, these are the order of the alphabets. They are orders that you put things in. Even when you work at a job, they have things in the order that they wanted. That's why they give you a list to say, I want this done first, this done second, this done third. Because there's orders of mathematics, laws and orders of life. Even your family, your mother and your father gives you laws and orders, right? Everything is mathematical. Next topic. Visions and applications. Turning thoughts into reality. Knowledge alone doesn't win. Wisdom is what makes knowledge move, right? We just told you, wisdom is the activation, to activate what you know, to take that knowledge and start putting it into process, taking what you know and activating it into your life so you can be successful. That's the whole object for every person in the world, to be successful. Not to be a savage in pursuit of it, but be successful and happy with who you are and what you are accomplishing in your life, right? Success requires clear goals and focused application, right? You have to be focused in your goals of what you try to be successful in. If you try to go to school to be an electrician, then you have to focus on electricity. What makes electricity work? What is the components of what makes electricity do what it do? These are things that you now have to gain the knowledge of so you can be successful in being an electrician. If you want to be a comedian, you have to learn how to be successful in making people laugh. How your posture has to be. How do you perceive your jokes to people? This takes discipline. It takes you consistently putting this act out there so you can show yourself, have other people sit back and look at you and say, I like how you did that. These are all things that put in an activation of who you are, right? Ask yourself, am I applying what I know, or I'm just holding that information? These are things you got to ask yourself. Are you applying what you know, or are you just holding this information? The information held is just information that's not being used. There's no more It's not about being born alive, it's being born dead. And you're not being useful with it. Useful is being useful, like the original man used 23 million square miles. You have to be useful. You have to be useful every day in all your endeavors. You have to be useful, right? Next topic is adding on why your success benefits others. Adding on and why your success benefits others, right? True success is not selfish. True success is not selfish. Your understandings succeed because they uplift more than just you. See, your understanding and your undertakings succeed because they uplift more than just you. It uplifts the people in your community. It uplifts your family, your friends, the people around you who watched how you went through everything to get to where you are at to be successful. And everybody is in a joyous occasion and happy for you, right? That's success, brother. When you be happy with yourself in all of your undertakings, right? People see your success as mysterious. It's really mathematical. Knowledge plus wisdom, discipline plus application. Once you take your knowledge and put it into activation, then your understanding is going to show you the way. Wisdom is the way, and understanding only shows you that you are on your way. Whatever that way is, whatever you choose that way to be, my way is to be successful, to have the sides of everything in life, which is love, peace, and happiness. That's what everybody's trying to occur in their life, right? And be successful in life. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But as I go on, it's time for affirmations, right? These are today's affirmations. I want y'all to affirm this, right? I succeed because I know myself and I move with purpose. One more time. I succeed because I know myself and move with purpose. Right? That was one. Number two. Discipline is the engine of my achievements. Number two, discipline is the engine of my achievements. Last but not least, the last affirmation. My success adds on to my family, my community, and my cipher. One more time. My success adds on to my family, my community, and my cipher. Those are today's affirmations. Say them to yourself. Make them useful in your life. You know what I'm saying? So before we close the bill today, I just want to say, here's the question for y'all. Why are you so successful in all your undertakings, right? It's not about luck or chance. It's about that you know yourself and you stay disciplined to yourself. Success is supreme mathematics, brother, because you add on is you subtract what weakens you. You add on to the positive of what you're doing, and you subtract that what's weakening you and stopping you from being successful in life. Multiply your efforts and divide the blessings. With these goods that you have, it's going to make you be successful in life with those around you, right? Share. Sharing is caring, we say, right? So share your success. Tell your story. Be successful in life. And with that being said, it's your host, Master Brownsea, and always remember to build the cipher. Peace.